Good morning. I hope you're well. No football chat from me. I want to be considerate to the non-English in the fellowship who might not be feeling as buoyant as I am. So this morning I want to share a brief thought about the importance of solitude, of being alone with God. You know, we rightly talk often about community and how important our times together in fellowship are. But I was reminded recently not to take for granted the time that I have alone with God. You know, and Jesus was all too aware of this. You know, if just one verse to pick out from Matthew in chapter 14, you know, we saw that it says this. It says, "Now when Jesus heard this, he withdrew from there in a boat to a desolate place by himself. But when the crowds heard it, they followed him on foot from the towns." And if you look at the life of Jesus, you'll see several instances where he drew away. He drew away from the crowds to be alone with God, to be alone in prayer. You know, Jesus was unbelievably busy. You know, there was a constant need for ministry and miracles. And when Christ's fame was at its peak, you know, people flocked to him wherever he went. Not because of his great charm or charisma, but because of his compassion for a world that was in need of him. You know, there was no shortage of work to do. And his 12 disciples, they had a front row seat really, you know, for most of it. He was preparing them to continue the mission after his departure. But yet Jesus prioritized being alone with God. And if Jesus placed such a high priority on finding solitude to be alone with God, then it means that rightly we need to do the same. And if your schedule is anything like mine right now, you're thinking that, well, my days are non-stop from waking up to bedtime. I can barely get any alone time in my own house. And I get that, I feel that. And these days we spend so much time trying to use every second that we have to cram everything in. You know, and I've got my schedule, even down to my driving time home. I'm diarising meetings where I can be on the phone to make use of every minute that I've got, you know, whether it's with a supplier or somebody in my team. But we have to find that alone time. You know, our time with God is so precious and it's so important. You know, it's in the places of solitude when everything else is shut out that we really hear from God. And if you look closely enough at your day, there are opportunities for quiet conversations with the Lord everywhere. You know, whether that is your morning commute to work, whether it's during the kids' afternoon nap or getting up a little bit earlier. You know, it's so important. And knowing that God is at work, even when we're unaware, it brings great comfort. So make your times alone with God a priority. Find that peaceful place, you know, your favourite chair at home, your favourite beauty spot around Yorkshire or beyond. And it can even be in your car, right? But give it a try. You know, I promise it's worth the effort, and it's so important for our walk with the Lord that we find those quiet times. God bless you. Have a great day.